the afternoon, my sister decided to bring us to this lovely cafe. I absolutely love the outdoor view. So this is the menu. I love the pink and gold interior of this cafe. So the first thing we ordered is this avocado. It's basically ice cream with a shot of espresso. They had these caramel biscuits and it was really good. And the second dessert we got is this poached peach served with ice cream, macaron, and raspberry. The taste is super unique and I've never tasted anything like this before. And this is my sister. She loved the avocado. So after we're done, we walked around outside because it was really beautiful. We spotted a turtle and then we took some pictures, and then we definitely didn't want to leave this place. So the next morning we woke up really early. It was 4:30 a.m. It was still really dark outside, and then there was this driver who was waiting outside of our hotel. He basically drove us an hour away to the middle of nowhere, where we gathered with a whole bunch of other group of people that wanted to go up in the air on the hot air balloon. As you can see, they're firing up the balloon, and it's honestly like super interesting to see like the science behind it. I'm super grateful and happy to have experienced being up in the air in this ginormous and like humongous, it was really big hot air balloon with my mom and sister. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Prepare for something new. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true. Holding on too long and unresolved questions hold you down. What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on and on, on and on. I'm moving on and on, on and on. I'm driving in my car, the road is long and full of dust. The landscape changes around me, on and on, I feel immersed. Whatever happened to me, happened for my highest good. I read that in so many books, now it's almost understood. I'm moving on and on.
The ride was like an hour long, so we were like standing up the whole time. It was tiring, but it was worth it because we got to see the sunrise, and to have experience watching the sunrise literally 1,000 feet above the ground is the best thing I could ever ask for. I wouldn't trade this memorable experience with anything else.
On and on, on and on. Seagulls fly around the beach house.
So once the sun has risen, we went closer to the ground to see all these wildlife just living in their natural habitats. To see these gazelles running in like groups.
Sweet is my location, sweet as well my destination.
And then as the journey went on, everyone is pointing at different animals that they've spotted.
I'm satisfied with what I've got and still eager for more. The change that you've been looking for.
There were about 10 people on the hot air balloon. So the landing part, like the captain, he basically said like that was the hardest part. All had to get in this like brace position. Again, and it's like the basket of the hot air balloon, and he specifically told us to like watch our heads because the basket might like tilt and go on the ground. So it was a little bit scary, but hopefully like nothing happened. After the hot air balloon ride, the same driver picked us up, and on the way to the stable, he blasted this music. It was really fun, and like the ride to the stable was super shaky because it was on like literal sand. Once we're at the stable, the first thing you do is go ahead and have your breakfast. So that is what we did. The breakfast was just like normal breakfast. It was like scrambled eggs and cheese, croissant, and ham. This is what we had. It was a decent breakfast, but the only problem was that there were a ton, like a lot of flies everywhere. And then as you can see at the back there are 2 camels which you can ride. It's not the same. It's just another sacred day. I plant myself down in place. Whatever you want, it's not the same.
You sure that like
So this was like the scariest part, when the camel had to like bend their knees so that we can get off. Like how I felt was that no matter how tight I held on to the handle, I still felt like I was gonna fall, and like the impact of the ground was like really hard. So it was really scary, but I mean it was such an experience. So now this is a gyr falcon. It's actually the largest falcon in the species. My sister was actually brave enough to hold it, with obviously for safety purposes, with like glove thing you're supposed to put through your hand, and the falcon just stood there. But then the falcon just started like shaking and like flapping its wing, and then who would have thought at the end he literally just shat. And then we walked some more, and then we saw it as well. But then when we looked inside, outside of the stable, you can literally see like camels just eating the grass. Like it's the most casual thing on earth. After we're done at the stable, we went back with the same driver. And we got to see like more camels on the way back home. It's not the same. Step away from the fire. Step away.